The truth behind the Chris Rock and Kerry Washington situation. Oh, wow. Why did Chris do this? Chris could have kept this under the rug. But he decided, I guess he's making a cleanse so nobody else could put it in the book but him. I'm quite sure Kerry didn't want to hear about this, putting her as close to her scandal character as possible. But this is no shock to me. Like, when I found out this, I was in the middle of a live chat. I was in a live chat, y'all. Just minding my own business. Then, out of the blue, from that live chat, I get somebody just pop up, totally off subject, and say, well, is it true about Chris Rock and Kerry Washington? And I'm like, it's true they've been in a movie together. Like, what is he talking about? Somebody, Chris Rock cheated on his wife with Kerry Washington. And I said, wow. Well, that makes sense. Chris is a poonhound. I mean, you gotta look at Chris Rock and go back to the beginning. You know, go back to the Crush Groove. Pookie from New Jack. Those days. I'ma get you, sucker. No chicks was checking for Chris. Even when he made CB4, no chicks was really checking for Chris. So, once he started blowing up, Bring the Pain, Stand Up and all that, now he want to take advantage of the fame. You know, he had to hope the chick was drunk enough to be with him and tell her some jokes or something. Baby, it's your hair. When you gonna make a decision? Oh, you're so funny, Chris. So, anyway, Chris Rock has become a big name in the whole hip hop and film industry at this time. Meaning that during the hip hop era, and on one side it was cool with Eddie, he's made connections with all these different people now in the business to where he's now being taken seriously now. He's no longer Boney T from Boomerang. Now, he's able to stand on his own and make his own films. And first he was upset that Hollywood wasn't checking for him. Then he had his Lethal Weapon 4 appearance, which was totally ridiculous. Then Bad Company comes out with him and Anthony Hopkins. And Kerry Washington is actually in that movie. And that's when she first met Chris. But it wasn't until Chris became mega famous. She was already engaged to another writer, screen director. You know, get it? You know, they were dating at that time. They were engaged, I think, during this time. But she hounded Chris because she wanted to play this movie. Chris told her he had a role for her when, you know, it was meeting up that he wanted her to play. It's a remake of that French movie, Cooney in the Afternoon. It came out in like 74, which ends up becoming I Think I Love My Wife, the American version. Chris likes to take old movies and like redo them with an all-black cast. So the plot is good. It's about a rich man who got it all. He see an old chick and start thinking what his life would be like if he didn't get married and just stayed in the field. So In case you haven't seen the movie, it's a pretty funny movie. And Steve Buscemi's character was great. You know, through the entire film, he was just perfect. Now, you're looking at a situation here that's entirely different from no situation. All of these situations are the same. She's an inspiring actress who wants to get into the movies. You've seen her in movies and didn't even know she was in them. She was in She Hate Me, if you saw that Spike Lee movie. She was in Say the Last Dance. You know, so there's no big thing there. It's just that at this time, Chris Rock was married and they was adopting kids from Africa and everywhere else. His wife, Malega, or Malik, or whatever, and how to pronounce her name. You know, she's inspiring. She wants to do things. She just don't want to sit around and be the wife. She wants to do documentaries. She wants to go to Africa and feed kids. She wants to do everything. And Chris is with it for as long as he can be. But now Chris wants to be that character. He wants to be out in the game. And now that he's a poon hound, he also was writer, director of this film. And I'm quite sure she got that part. She worked really hard for that part for 6 whole months. So, if you're asking me, I believe it. I mean, he said there was 2 other women. So you got her, then you got Nia Long, then you got another chick that I probably don't even know about. But yeah, there's rumors about him and Nia Long. But they're consenting adults. They know what they doing. It's no surprise to people. Well, not to me. About what people are doing. They're adults. They grown. Now, obvious, his divorce is finally final. Because there was no way his wife was going to continuously catch him cheating all the time. But you had to want to get caught. Basically, to get caught. He got caught 6 months. I'm like, you're an actor. How the heck you get caught? You could be like, we rehearsing a script. That's why you butt naked on her. Yeah, I'm in character. I mean, you're a comedian. You could have made it funny at least. I don't know. But if you Kerry Washington, who's married now with a kid and has her family, now you're going to have her husband looking at her like, why you ain't telling me about this Chris Rock situation? It was when I was young. I was trying to get into business. So this is your way of getting into business. I know you ain't sleeping with everybody on the Scandal set for real. This a scandal. Oh man. Alright, I'm out. I'm done.